This is Unit 6, Week 1, question number 3. What were the problems faced by farmers and how did they go about handling them? Well, first of all, profits were flat, money supply was shrinking, so they were hurt by deflation, and farmers wanted inflation. And they formed groups and organizations. The first one, they also didn't have any political clout, no significant voice, falling profits. They formed social clubs first, called the National Grange, or state organizations of farmers across the Western Plains and Midwest, Grange organizations. Those Grange groups later merged into Farmers Alliance that became political organizations. And they networked to go about getting things to help them. Number one, they wanted to go after the railroads. Railroads they thought were unfairly gouging, charging high prices. So they got, for example, the Grange got in the state of Illinois regulations and rules and restrictions put on the railroads. The railroad companies sued, went to the Supreme Court in 1877 in Munn versus Illinois. The Supreme Court upheld the right of a state or political organization to restrict railroads because they are interstate commerce between states. They are acting in the public interest, and there's really only one you can pick from if you're shipping your goods in a particular area. Huge victory for the farmers and for people who wanted more government intervention and less laissez-faire. Another problem for the farmers, they went in numbers from 2 to 4.5 million between 1860 and 1890. They more than doubled in numbers with flat profits. So of course there's not enough farming to go around. And number one thing though they wanted was inflation, inflation, inflation. How did they want that? They wanted the government to back its money, not just with gold, but with silver. They complained about the crime of 1873, when the government stopped backing up money with silver. And they celebrated the Bland-Allison Act, when the government agreed to purchase several million, a tremendous amount of millions of dollars worth of silver to back up their currency. And then again, the Sherman Silver Purchase Act doubled that amount again in terms of the amount of silver being used to back up money. Both of these caused inflation, making farmers happy. They also organized their farmers' alliances into a new political party called the Populists. And that's it from some guy in an aloha print shirt talking about those poor farmers who wanted inflation.